Welcome to the presentation for A-Level Religious Studies. My name is Mr. Lyon. I am currently the Head of Religious Studies at Northampton School for Boys, and I'd like to take you through a few of the things you might expect if you decide to join us. So obviously people want to know the question, why choose Religious Studies at A-Level? Well, obviously you need to be interested in the subject. If you're interested in philosophical and ethical issues, then it's the ideal subject for you. You really need to have an inquiring mind. You need to be the sort of person who asks questions. Why do people say that? What reasons do they give for their ideas? That's the sort of thing that you need to be able to bring to the subject. Obviously, it's helpful if you have an interest in religion, but the subject varies widely across all sorts of topic areas, not just religion. So even if you are not a religious person yourself, and many of our students are not, you'll still find it a fascinating course. And at the very least, it is going to give you a strong sense of the basis for Western thought for the last 2,000 years. And it's going to be hugely transferable. The skills you learn with us are skills that you'll be able to take on to many other areas. And finally, let's not kid ourselves. You want to have fun. You want to enjoy what you're going to do. And the best advert for that is anybody you might know who is a current or former student. They really will tell you just how enjoyable the subject is. So obviously you know what the entry requirements are. I'm not going to spend too long on that particular subject because I think that's pretty straightforward. However, I am going to say a bit about the structure of the course. We follow the OCR syllabus. There are many others, is AQA, EdXL, but we've always found OCR to be the best in terms of the range and also in terms of the marking and assessment of the course. And the marking assessment of the course, it's important to know what you're signing up for. At the end of 2 years, you'll have 3 papers. Each paper will be 2 hours long, and you will be asked to write 3 essay questions. And that means you're going to basically write one essay every 40 minutes. And at the beginning, that's going to scare you. But trust me, that will be something that you will be so used to by the end of it, you'll have no problem at all. So what's our course content? Well, you can see from this list, I'm not going to go through everything, but it's wildly varied. We have Greek philosophers in Plato and Aristotle. We have Enlightenment philosophers in Kant and David Hume. And we have also modern theologians like Dietrich Bonhoeffer, whose life as well as his work is fascinating. And it ranges across thousands of years of intellectual history. So do have a look, and if you're interested, why not have a look at some of those things online to see what you think. So how do we teach it? Well, there are specialist teachers. That's really important. We know our subject well, and that's the key to making sure that you understand the subject as well. We obviously make presentations, but we really do encourage discussion and debate. If you're the sort of person who's not really that keen on speaking, we understand that, and we're sympathetic to that, but you do need to challenge yourself a little bit. And of course, if you are the sort of person who likes a good argument, a good discussion, well, we're certainly the subject for you. But at the end of it, you have to be able to write a logical, argumentative essay. I would just want to say to you at this point, don't panic, okay? Do not panic, because you won't, in all likelihood, write that at the very start of the course. It's going to be something that you're going to need to develop over time. And we will give you the skills and we'll give you the support to be able to do that. And there are lots of opportunities on offer, lots of extracurricular opportunities. We run a philosophy club, very successful, has been for many years. And we also help down in the lower school. And we run philosophy clubs in lower school as well. And sometimes we've had year 12 and 13 students help there. People enter essay writing competitions. They do all sorts of things. So you'd be very welcome to join into any of those things. And of course, students always want to know, what's the point of doing RE? The classic answer, I don't want to be a priest. But of course, that's not why we do religious studies. Religious studies is about engaging with what the world is like and what the world has been like over the last 2,000 years. And our students are so well prepared. We often go above and beyond the syllabus that when they get to university in their first year perhaps of religious studies, or often philosophy or theology, they'll write back to us and say, you know what, when we did that particular thing on Hume, or when we did that particular thing on Feuerbach, I knew it and other people didn't know it. And that's because we prepare you well and we stretch you well. And of course, at the end, those skills can be transferred into all sorts of things, from public service, in business, but also in things like medicine and even in the armed forces. These are areas which require students who have an inquiring mind. We hope that you'd be really interested in joining us, and we would recommend that you listen to what our students have to say, because they really do know the value of doing this course. And we look forward, hopefully, to seeing you in the new year.